I used to dread waking up every single morning to face another day of work. That familiar feeling of anxiety crushing my chest. It's like I was always running out of time. Meanwhile, I'm scrolling through social media, seeing people do their perfect morning routines and hitting record-breaking revenue numbers. It's like I was drowning in the middle of the ocean where I saw no land. Then came the shaking and the crying and sleepless nights and just pure burnout. I was experiencing what 89% of entrepreneurs are facing or have faced: severe burnout. But then I discovered one counterintuitive shift that not only saved my mental health, but actually accelerated business growth. My productivity increased while my work hours decreased. I call it the permission paradox. And this 5-step framework changed everything for me. It might do the same for you. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact system, including the 5 steps that took me from burnout to consistent high-performing months. In under 10 minutes, you're gonna learn what took me 2 years to figure out. So let's dive into the burnout recovery system that saved my career. I used to believe that the path to success was paved with sacrifice. Sleep was optional, and relationships and friendships came secondary. It was like trying to win a marathon while holding my breath. Physically impossible and completely counterproductive. Cognitive performance drops by 63% when you're under chronic stress. That's not hustle. That's sabotage. I started working insane hours when I was 15, juggling the business, school, and a part-time job. For years, I worked 12 to 16 hours a day, thinking it was the only path to success. But over time, I started breaking down. Mentally, emotionally, I became anxious and depressed and fearful of work itself. Then came the breakthrough from an unexpected source, a mentor whose success I couldn't question. So here's the Oscillation Framework. This isn't just theory. The Oscillation Framework is something I battle tested. It took me from burnout to sustainable high performance. So step 1 is audit your energy, not time. Most people track time, but ignore energy. I found that my cognitive peak was anywhere between 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that's when I schedule my strategic work and creative tasks. Step 2 is creating your joy protocol. This is a personalized activity list that recharges your emotional battery. Mine includes playing sports and spending time with friends. These aren't indulgences. They're strategic investments in your most valuable asset, which is you. Step 3 is engineering your work-love alignment. Most entrepreneurs build businesses that they're good at, not what they love. Which I'm not here to say if that's the right thing to do or the wrong thing. I'm just telling you what has worked for me. For me, it meant restructuring my client follow-up system from a 3 to 4 hour task every day into a 30-minute system that I actually enjoyed. Step 4. Implement strategic recovery periods. Elite athletes don't train at 100% intensity all the time, and neither should we. For me, when I sit down and do my work, I just work as long as I can until my body can't handle it. But sometimes my motivation is low. I sit down for 90 minutes and commit to that. If I can't even do that, where my productivity is low or I'm just procrastinating a lot, I start with just 20 minutes. And go on from there. And make sure you reward yourself with activities that you enjoy right after you do the work. It's like training yourself and giving yourself immediate reward after you do work. That trains your body and mind to say, after I do work, you'll get a good result right away. Step 5, develop pressure rituals. These are repeatable actions to help you show up under pressure. For me, it's deep breathing, sunlight, or a short walk just to clear my mind. What has worked for me incredibly these recent days is going to the sauna, where I don't take my phone or anything because I don't use my phone in the sauna, but it gives me incredible clarity, gives me time to think without any devices or distractions. I just sit there for 30 minutes, just thinking, strategizing, and prioritizing, and it gives me a lot of clarity. So when I applied these 5 steps, something crazy happened. My workday got 2 hours shorter, but my productivity actually increased. But other than productivity and business and revenue and all that stuff, I felt more like myself. It felt like I actually enjoyed life again. The anxiety that became my baseline was gone. And for the first time in years, I was actually excited to do work and be productive. This framework isn't about working less, though that is often a side effect. It's about working better. It's about creating the conditions for long-term excellence instead of short-term wins. What I'd love to hear is, what is your biggest struggle with burnout or staying consistent? Hopefully this helps you stop burning out like I was burning out. If you found this helpful, you'll probably like my other videos. I talk about the same stuff: sales, marketing, business, entrepreneurship, self-development, stuff that I'm really obsessed with and I love, and helping people in this sort of thing. So if you go watch those, hopefully it'll help you as well. And goodbye.